like the way it sounds, Frody? Yeah. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game could end up being all about the defense as both teams rank in the top 10 in fewest yards allowed. The Seahawks are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Jaguars, who will need to find a way to move the football.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and our home team. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Kaiser now to throw on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Danny Shelton able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Second down, Kaiser. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Now that's a great play defensively, and one thing we do know, both of the corners are going to face a lot of action in this game, the way that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing. Watching that body.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now he'll escape to his left. It's caught inside the 25. And he's taken down deep in their territory. They give him a gain of 37.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second down following the run. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Let's go. Here we go. Flex Brown. 38.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
To throw is Kaiser. And an alley to run. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
Looking to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was. As you said, keeping him away from his 2nd first-quarter touchdown there. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will make our score 9-0. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. First down throw for Kaiser. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right at the 20. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Let's go!
Fournette, a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. 23 yards on the play. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
They'll look to throw here. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. 1:57 to go in this first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Let's go. 190. 190. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Here we go. Ohio. Ohio. Let's go, Pete. Ohio. 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 Flex round. Flex round.
Kaiser on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Here we go. 190.
Kaiser. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play. There, 79 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Franks to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Steps away to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down.
Here we go now. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Completes it to Lee. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
They'll drop to throw, and this is going to be caught. And how about that? Even after snapping it from back there, they still convert for the 2 points. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Kaiser now on second down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Final play of the half, Kaiser. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Blue landed. Leopard. Detroit. Here we go. Detroit. Blue landed.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it's 3rd down. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Here we go. 3-19.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Kaiser now. And an alley to run. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. To get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw here. Kaiser eluding the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Kaiser. And incomplete here on 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 8-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Being chased out left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's out of bounds, able to get it up right near the 25 to the 24. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he is knocked down from the side around the 37. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. It's a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Leonard Fournette fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
He'll drop to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Following the interception, Kaiser going right side here, and that's complete. A very solid gain of 27. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here, as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone, as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here, because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. From the gun, Kaiser, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Come on, let's go! Ohio!
3rd and long for Kaiser. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 49 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Kaiser. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Defense showing blitz. Now Kaiser. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A handoff to Fournette. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go. Ohio. Ohio. Check, check. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Ohio.
Kaiser to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jaguars, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody.